Hey Indians, Jeremy Fuel here, Superintendent at Mississinawa Community Schools. Hope everybody's enjoying your summer. Today is July 14th. It's hard to believe that we're only a few weeks away from kicking off the 25-26 school year. We are excited to get our students back on campus as well as all of our staff and get ready for this 25-26 school year. It's going to be a really good one. I did want to take a minute just to go through our community referendum survey results from the sample population that we've received. About 412 to 414 votes on the capital and operating referendum questions that we had out back in the spring. We've left it open just to try to get as many sample population votes in on that as we possibly could. And so I wanted to go through those and update those. They really haven't changed a lot over the last month. So wanted to be able to provide that to everybody as we get into the school year. There has not been any official determination. We do know that there will be a referendum vote, operating referendum for sure on the ballot, and more than likely a capital referendum on the ballot in the fall of 2026. We're going to spend a lot of time with the school board over the next couple of months to really hone in and look at what those amounts are going to be on there. And we're going to be continuing to engage with our community as we go forward with making those determinations on what is going to be on the ballot to be voted on by the community. First, I want to jump into the capital referendum piece that we sent out for a vote. First of all, with the capital referendum, you'll see that total votes were 414 on this question. And again, the question was, which referendum dollar amount and project scope are you most likely to vote for? Out of 414 votes, 139 or 33.6% voted no capital referendum, but rather implement a contingency plan that involves staff and program cuts in the future. Then looking at the next highest votes was for the 50 million project amount, and that's about 20%. $42 million project was about 19%. $62 million project was around 13.5%, and an $87 million project is around 12.5%. And then a lower amount, we had two votes for a fraction of a percent there. So when you look at those numbers, 33.6% of the sample population that we gathered votes from are not in favor of any sort of referendum tax increase to improve the facilities here within the district. When you look at the combined 50 million, 42 million, 62 million, and 87 million, it's about 66% of the votes of the sample population were in favor of one of those project options, again, with the $50 million project being the highest one rated there. The next question we had on the survey was, do you support a 10-cent operating referendum? 38.6% of the sample population was not in favor of an operating referendum. The 61.4% of the sample population was in favor of an operating referendum. And what we proposed was a 10-cent operating referendum. Now, since this has been proposed, there's obviously a lot of digging into what was known as Senate Bill 1. It's now Senate Enrolled Act 1. That's going to lead to us having to look at modifying this number. It's going to have to increase because the losses that the school district is going to take due to Senate Enroll Act 1 to our operations account, our operations fund, is going to be around $1.2 million on an annual basis by 2028. So we're going to have to look at this. More than likely, it's going to be more than a 10-cent operating referendum that's going to have to go on the ballot. As we continue to dig through the data, we're hopeful to have that information out by the start of January of 2026 to really start getting those numbers out there. And then at that point in time, also have the capital referendum amount. I would say based upon the votes and everything that we're looking at with the capital referendum, it looks like a project along the lines of a $50 million project will more than likely be on the ballot. But again, that is to be determined by the school board going forward. So I just want to get out there and get this information out to you guys. There's going to be a lot of updates coming up over the next few weeks as we lead into the school year. Really start ramping up our communications and media feeds out to everybody, whether it's related to back to school events, new staff that are coming in. Programs that were being offered, student registration. We're going to get a lot of information out to you guys over the next few weeks, and hope that you guys are as eager to get started with the school year as we are. So I will be putting out another presentation over the next couple of weeks related specifically to Senate Enrolled Act 1 and how that is impacting Mississinawa School District and schools throughout the state of Indiana. I'm going to try to simplify that. You can go on our website. There is a work session video from July 7th where we had policy analytics go through that information. There's a presentation on there as well. I encourage you to watch that, but that is it can be very confusing. It's an hour-long presentation. I'm going to try to do my best to simplify the impact of Senate Enrolled Act 1 for our community to help you guys understand why the school district is going to see such significant cuts to our operations fund by 2028 due to Senate Enroll Act 1. So stay tuned. We'll have lots of information coming out. And as always, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My cell phone, 765-475-6412. Again, hope everybody's enjoying your summer. Enjoy the last few weeks, students and staff, and we're eager to get everybody back at the 1st of August. Have a great day and go Indians.